Look at me. I was I was talking before I even put record. So, welcome to Orgabzia Galax, where my planet is my planet and it is protected. Period. So, hi, Aquaba. Aquaba means welcome, but not all are welcome. If you are on my page attempting to gain stalk me or take information, I command in the order of my divine universe that it backfires to you 50-fold. Do I always do return to senders? No. But if the shoe fits, let it be back on the person where it stands and should be. Okay, so I did my incantation first. Coming back to the self is really weird, let me tell you. So this is hilarious, y'all. So I did my incantation and I immediately heard what did I hear? What was the word? She said remembering the past or fixing the past, something like that. And I immediately looked to my past life cards. Meow. I immediately looked to my past life cards and said, here we go. I immediate knew that was it. Okay. This light is shining so bright on this thing. So I don't remember what she said because it went by so fast, but bear with me here. Mama, bear with me here. Ooh, wee. This is intense, I feel like. So, spirituality and religion. This is one of the most fucking confusing things I've ever endured in my life. Me coming from a background of religion, but experiencing extraterrestrial shit and trying to deconstruct in the present is so fucking confusing. I'm being told that if you have the same journey as me in that instance of where you were religious or were in religion and had spiritual experiences, I'm being told for you not to bypass those experiences and not attaching the religious construct to what you experienced. Okay? You were still a spirit. There was still a spirit realm that you were in. Correct? For yourself. Ooh, this is helpful for me. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm so happy right now. I want to cry. I'm hearing that if you are deconstructing right now, the reason why it could feel very hard is because there are some knots within your system that are locked. There are forms of vows, forms of poverty, things of that nature. Not saying it's a curse. I'm not saying it's something that you can't undo. I want to get that straight. Because when I hear curse and all that, I be like, oh my God. These things can be undone easily. So I don't want to think so 1926 or early 1000. Whatever, okay? Where was I? I guess I got me to laughing. Okay, thank you. Back to it. Christianity was stolen from many different cultures is what I have been experiencing. The main one that I have been experiencing, that I have seen and have been reading about. Do we always believe everything we read? No, but if I know for me that what I have experienced has been in alignment with the stuff I'm studying now. Like, oh, this is why that happened. This is why that happened. Okay? I did not shuffle this deck. As soon as I pulled this deck out, that's the first card that was on the bottom. So I was like, hello, let me talk about this. Anyways, What was I saying before I threw myself off? So, Christianity was stolen from voodoo. I don't care who says what. I don't care. This is where I'm at right now, and this is what I believe. I believe to know. And I don't even want to say the word believe because there's the lie in there. This is what I know. And I'm getting emotional. And I second guess myself for a second. And I look at this. A moonstone. An earring that I painted. That's the Ankh. And a lapis. My gosh. Okay? What I'm literally about to talk about. This is not a setup. This is not for entertainment purposes. This is for real, for real. And if you don't believe me, then you ain't my kind. Get out. Period. As I look at a Mama Wata card. I mean a cup. This is crazy. She's having me. Oh my God. So, in the book that I'm reading, it talks about how the papyruses were stolen from women. The main women, the goddesses or the priestesses. I don't really like the word priestesses because it kind of reminds me of Catholicism, but you get what I'm saying. There are probably other words that we were called. I mean, there were other words that we were called. Elusies, voodooists. Why am I losing my train? Loas. Orishas. Yada. Okay? We had names. Even in Europeans, there were Sibyls. This book is called The Sibyls. Okay? The Sibyls by Mama Zogbe. Okay? The women, the main head, like the head women, like the queens, had interpreters and wrote down what these goddesses were speaking of when they were prophesying. So they wrote them down, the information. And then there were men back then who stole them. I'm not men hating. I just wish they weren't doing what they were doing. I'm not doing no gender wars. Forget that. So, regardless, I was about to say something, but I'm not even going to go there. That's a whole other shabazz. So, the men stole the information, didn't like the power that these women had, and some of these papyruses were burned. They were used and then reconstructed and reformed into what we now know as the Bible. I'm being told that this is crazy how I'm getting this information in my head right now. Certain Egyptians came from a I don't want to say it wrong because I don't fully know the word. I just saw it the other day. They were known as the it's not Heliobiblios, that's not it. Heliolycus or Heliolincans, something like that. Okay? The original Egyptians wrote the Bible, mainly women. And I'm hearing all women. That could just be a stubborn spirit. No, I'm hearing it was women. Is Jesus real? Hell yeah. Is he? Hell yeah, that's kind of funny. I said that. Is his name Jesus? Is his name Yeshua? I don't think those are either. I personally don't believe that is either of the names. I keep being shown that I don't want to really reveal that right now, but they were a specific African group who were not Jewish, is what I'm being shown. And I just saw a feather fly across my face. So, that's the shortness of that. The word religion means to bind. When you put the word re in front of anything, it's calling it back to you. When you say rebuke, you're calling that buke back to you. Religion. The Christians had certain I don't like this. You're going to hear me really change up my words a lot because I believe in etymology. So we're learning as we go here. I don't like the word evil because Eve's in it. Why are you putting them two together? Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Malicious legions. Christians have malicious legions. Legion. It's a Luciferian construct that has reformed our minds. I'm being told that if you are deconstructing right now, the moonstone is the mother. Hello, the womb. Hello. If you are reconstructing right, or deconstructing right now, I highly advise you to get one notebook. Half of it codependency. I want you to study half of codependency in the first notebook, and then the other half deconstruct, and you'll see how they're in alignment with each other. The thought forms, the faulty thought forms that they gave us in order to keep us submissive and forgiving. So she's having me go everywhere. I believe in healing and releasing. See, I just said releasing. I believe in healing and letting go. Some acts that have been put against me or have been done against me are unforgivable to me. Then I will be taught and I will ask, how do I release these emotions to these people or from these people of what has happened to me? We do not forgive around here. Forgive. Etymology. Forgive. Look at the word alone. The forgiveness is for you, but for is to move forward. So what if I'm forwarding something? This is how my mind thinks. I'm giving something else away. Absolutely fucking not. We have been, my people, I'm part European, part African. Not going to say which ones. I know which ones, but besides the point, both have been enslaved, okay? Some of you are going to say, oh, whatever. I don't care what the fuck you have to say. If you have something to say negative, don't fucking come on my page. Anyways, my European side were heavily enslaved, okay? Later down the road, you'll know who, and you're going to be like, oh, shit. Okay, I see. So, and then the Africans were hella enslaved. So, the issue is, right now, is healing yourself of what you feel. Some of those things in your body are ancestral. I feel honoring the ancestors is a good thing, but if you have codependency, you want to be careful. 13 on my timestamp. You want to be careful that you're not honoring the ancestors over yourself, because if you look at the quote unquote new age practices right now, which it's another psyop, because there's no fundamental grounding. There's no, when people say spirit's telling me this, what the fuck, what spirit are you talking to? What God are you talking to? You got to be attuned to a certain honorable, trustworthy source. You cannot believe all these readers, okay? Even in the Sybil, not the Bible, it says, do not believe every spirit. Hello, okay? Some of the words are the original goddess's words from her mouth. And yes, look, a little hand raised. Hello, yeah. Okay, so that's that. I was about to get mad or something. No, I just felt amplified. So the thing is we're not diminishing men by any means. We already went through a gender war before. You have to know the past in order to know the future. Some of the past that you're reading, you need to really, I'm being shown to look up, I was being told this in my mind. I learned this in the past when I went to a Bible university. And then recently it popped in my head like, duh. Research everything before you get into it. Like, get to the root of something first before you jump in, because you don't want to get bamboozled like you were in before. You know what I mean? Let me split. If you are deconstructing right now, I'm hearing you may feel lost And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with you. There's a spirit that I feel it keeps pulling on me, and it could be pulling on one of you. I don't want to say could. It is pulling on one of you guys. If you feel this way, it is, because I don't want to push anything into your life that's not already happening. But if you feel this way, then this message is for you. Okay. I'm not going to ever, if you get a reading from me, I'm not going to ever tell you something and force you into something or make you feel some type of way you ain't supposed to. Anyways, in Lemuria, there was a big plethora of a lot of us, different regions, okay? Like Pangea. It's not like Pangea. It was Pangea. And I got like, okay. Oh, look at this. Look what popped in my head. Look at, I picked up my box. I looked. Atlantis is Lemuria. Hello, High Priestess. That means I'm on point. So, groups, a lot of it was a lot of group. Lemurians were all love and light. Okay, a lot of group thinking. Atlantis was the controllers and the put things in order. They wanted things orderly, and they didn't have, their brain stems were not fully healed into empathy. There were some Atlanteans that were very good, but very few. I'm seeing some tunnels, like I'm seeing tunnel. Yeah, look at that. I just saw it in my head before I even looked down. There are some good Atlanteans that would travel to Lemuria to get healings, and they would help us, but we got in trouble, and that's how a lot of us fell before. But Atlanteans and Lemurians and all that a lot of them were African, and yes. So as I was talking about the spirit pulling, Lemurians had a lot of group thinking. There was not a lot of expression for individuality, is what I'm hearing. Right now, I'm being told to tell you to not dive into spirituality so much, because if you're deconstructing, you probably feel like God is fucking, where the fuck is God and Goddess? And is that the real word? Probably not, because it's Germanic, and what's the fuck, who's who and who's a hara, because I'd be like that. Who's who? So, community living. I'm also hearing hive mind. Ooh, I'm on point right now. Thank you. Who my source is. Thank you. Hive mind is a lot of the same generalized thinking. A lot of, I wish I could remember what I wrote down today. Oh, thank you. Ooh, thought distortions. Take time to look at thought distortions. What is a thought distortion? And what better thought you could have beyond that thought distortion, and how to get rid of it. Or, I don't want to throw too much at you at first. What I'm being told to tell you is to see the thought distortions the next 3 days. Look up what thought distortions are. This is in codependency as well. This is what codependency is, a symptom of PTSD or CPTSD. So as I studied, these are not your fault. These thought distortions, these were programs. Your mind is a computer. These were just programs. So when you have thoughts of doing this and doing that, a lot of it is thought distortions, and sometimes also it's a projection. Back to the spirit, I feel that was tugging. The spirit of loneliness, it's a different spirit. It feels, I don't want to scare anybody, but it feels parasitic. It feels reptilian, trying to pull you into a different realm that is not best for you. I'm feeling projections of emotional baggage, projections of emotions from the past to make you think that you did something wrong. The community, it's like this spirit that's trying to pull you into a hive mind thinking. These are something that you can cast away with your thoughts and your mind. Whoever you pray to, ask for help to detach from it. This does not all have to be hard. Sometimes it feels scary, because if you're deconstructing right now, your nervous system is literally saying, what the fuck? So if you're deconstructing and you're healing other stuff at the same time, and you reach for food or you reach for this, you are not, I don't want to say you're not committing a sin, but you're reacting towards how your body is reading itself, and you don't know how to cope yet. So I don't really like the word cope either, because cope sounds like a band-aid, and regulation sounds like you're trying to ease something that is uneasy. I would like for you to sit with that feeling and learn how to self-soothe instead of coping, okay? This was a lot. But the communal living is what I feel like was the hive mind. And you see, like, it looks, I don't really like the word ascension either. In our ascension is just learning to undo conscious blocks and being conscious of yourself first, okay? And consciousness of what's going on around you. But I do see the ladder. See, it's going to take a little bit, and I don't want to make anyone feel like, oh, it's going to take forever. No, it doesn't have to take forever. See here? An opening, an opening. So you're going to make it. And this is not a block. This is your own planet, is what I'm being told to tell you. Of your own consciousness. You can go this way, you can go that way, you can, hell, you could even, oh, never mind. I'm being told to tell you, when you heal these types of things and you get to the top, don't let your ego block you. Don't think you're high and mighty like you are the shit, which you are amazing. Don't get us wrong here. But see how this has a face? The ego, the higher mind ego. It's almost like when you get to the higher level and Bowser's right there. Yeah, don't fuck with that nigga. So you can go this way, and you can get the fuck out and go your own way. You can go your own way. Go your own way. My little singing, you know, I just have a little spice in this region. Oh, mother trucker. So this, I love doing this because it's just so awakening. This is, oh my goodness. This is a bit chaotic inside the nervous system, I'm not gonna lie. You doing this deconstruction is going to, you're healing the father line, because Christianity would be the father, because they, ooh, I got a knock on my wall. Hello. Because confirmation, because you're healing the father wound, because Christianity was the father. So you're healing the lies that the false father had told you. Dang, that's juicy fruit. So thank you so much for coming to this reading. This is the past life reading. The past life is so very important in spirituality. If you would like a past life reading or regression from me, please contact me. This is so very delicious. I hope that everyone's doing well, trying to heal themselves. And I'm also being told, when you're healing yourself, you have the power to, Jesus used to tell me that, whatever his name was, you have the power to heal yourself. Okay? Sometimes you need help. Hello. Don't act like you don't need help a little bit. Don't get too, you do need help with the right people. Make sure if you do prayers or incantations, I don't like the word prayer. Oh, motherfucker. Look what cards came out. Excuse my language. Look at look at this. Unrequited love and Atlantis. Was I not just talking about that? Hello. They didn't have no love, honey. Unrequited. If you stay on the path of Christianity, you're not going to have you're not going to get love back in the community the way that you want, is what I'm being told. Look at her. She's like, see? Get yourself out of there. So, Christianity, the word alone is chopped. I don't even like using the lingo these days, but down to the root word chopped, it's literally chopped up. The word Christ is not even the real word. It's Christ, K-R-Y-S-T. It's an Egyptian word that they took and refabricated that too. So anyways, while you're doing this, you're healing the father wound in order to get to the mother wound. If you would like more information or anything of that nature, please contact me. I don't want to keep going because I just feel like it's a lot. Thank you for turning. Should I do one more? If I... I love me a good read. I love me a good read. I love it. And I hope no one comes on here. You put those cards together. I really knew how to reform and do all this. Get the fuck out of here. So here's your sign that you are on the right path or need to go on the right path. This is not a yoke. Let me look at this watch. Karmic relationship would be biblical. Stop going back. I know it feels like you want to go back because of Stockholm Syndrome. Also, look up the book, How to Create a Christian Negro. If you cannot get it right now, go look it up on YouTube. And through this, your finances will be healed. And the Atlantean construct will be on top, off of your head. Look at how it's on her head. If you are African, you know what Ife means? Not Ifa, Ife. Ife to you. Have a good night, baby.